What's good, people? It's your boy Twale. I'm gonna be doing a live reaction for the first time to Hunter x Hunter, chapter 361. All right. The assassin's dagger attacks. Okay, so yeah, from the last chapter we left off before we went on hiatus. The bodyguards for the princes had attacked Kurapika's group, and now we're going to see Kurapika defend himself. So, one of the bodyguards that was supposed to be on Kurapika's side is now attacking him, but if I'm not mistaken, he's being controlled by one of the parasite nin beasts of the princes, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, Kurapika just slams him down. Kurapika's always been good with the fighting. Bill, those three methods you mentioned earlier, will we need Sarid here to withdraw from the succession battle? Carton was the one we really needed, being a conjuring type. He could transform into a boat or a vehicle that would be able to carry at most 5 people. Though being a joint type, he would require the aura of other people. Kind of like that that one chick from from Killua's family. One of the butler girls who could transform into a motorcycle or aircraft and stuff like that. That's kind of what his power is, but he can fit up to 5 people. Okay. So what is your nin type and ability? I was free, so it asked me a favor? Huh? Without his explicit approval, I cannot tell you what his ability is on my own. There is an emergency situation here. I'm asking you, so I have the information I need to solve this as quickly as possible. Or was all that you said about ensuring the safety of the king and queen just a bunch of lies? Okay. So Kurapika's pressing this guy Bills for more information. Sarid is an emitter type nin user. Although his ability is probably closer to a manipulator, he launches his nin out in a ball, and then it is able to control any bug that he captures with it. I see. That just may be of use. Okay. Oh. New ability? Yeah. Whoa, what the fuck is that? It looks like a needle.
Yeah, it is. That's a syringe.
Okay. We've never seen Kurapika use a syringe finger before. I'm pretty sure that's not what it's called, but this is the first time I think we've ever seen him with a syringe finger, so let's see what it does. I want you to leave one out. Leave one out, why? I'm fully in favor of your idea of having chains on each one of your fingers and assigning different powers to each of them. Yeah, cool, we knew about that. But I get the feeling that with those chains, you're trying to set up a situation where you can fight all on your own. And what's wrong with that? I mean, Kurapika is a loner, like he is like the lone wolf of the group. In a battle of nin, the most important principle is that if your opponent has many on his side, then you must as well. Combining powers to attack and synergy between abilities far exceeds the strength of any individual power. Yeah, that's kind of what made the spider so strong, as seen with Corolla, because he was able to take all of the spider's powers, add them to his own, and that's how he was able to dominate Hisoka. So what this guy is saying is true. Well, I suppose once you actually fight, you'll know what I mean. But by then it will already be too late, which is why I'm giving you this warning now. But it doesn't look like you'll accept it. So instead I propose a compromise. If when you fight for real, you feel as though there's something you lack, then you should add an ability that will compensate for it. Well, like, I get that Nin is always evolving, but can he just add abilities like that? Can he just, like, say, yeah, I want this ability and just add it? Well, I guess he could, because he is a specialist when he has his eyes, when his eyes are scarlet. Okay. I guess they'll explain more. And you're sure this is what you want? I don't take you for the kind of person who would be satisfied even if they failed, as long as they were doing what they felt was right. You're more of the kind who would go over every single option to ensure they had selected the best possible choice to achieve their goal, aren't you? Okay, sounds like Kurapika. If you plan to go to war against a group of A-rank bounties, then cast your personal feelings aside and find yourself some allies. I'm fine with allies. You mean you're fine with collecting pawns you can just sacrifice when convenient? But that's not what I'm talking about. I mean, he has Gone in them. Well, not really Gone, but Killua and Leorio. This is also something you'll only learn once you fight alongside allies. Indeed, it's all exactly as you said it would be. Progressing forward like this was hardly a simple task. Okay, so at least he's getting that experience early. But that's why I want the strength to fight on my own all the more. Though reality isn't all that simple. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because he has Gon, he has Killua, he has Leorio, he has a squad. Like, the nigga, he's a loner, but he's not, like, completely alone all the time. Steel chain. Wait a minute. So that's what the syringe thing looks like? Thieving index finger chain. So the nigga can steal abilities now. Who the fuck are you, Kurapika? You think you Corolo out this bitch? Alright, I see what you're trying to do. What in the world? I'm going to borrow Sarid's Nin ability temporarily. Alright, well, not as efficient as Corolo, but let's see. If I keep sucking out his aura with this syringe like this, I can even put him into a state identical to Zetsu. So he's just going to block all his Nin while you take his shit. Oh, I guess that makes sense. So they can't fight back while you taking their shit. If the Nin beasts we're up against are parasite types that require the aura of their host, then whatever Nin beasts put into Sarid may also be a parasite type. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Parasite beasts create other parasite beasts. Yeah, that makes sense. In which case, if the aura is fleeting, in which case, if the aura it's feeding on disappears, then it should either exit his body or disappear altogether. And what if it doesn't leave? If hostile evil Nin continues to assault him while he's in a state of Zetsu, then Sarid's mind and body will be destroyed. The safety of the queen and the royal heir are of utmost importance. Okay, so Kurapika's taking his job really seriously. I mean, really serious. He's willing to sacrifice. He's always been willing to kill people to get the job done, but it's like he's just willing to go that extra length now. If those worries and misgivings you're having should become reality, then the information we gain can be used to create more countermeasures against them. If I should be the next to die after this, that's how you must think as well, Bill. Okay. I mean, always thinking steps ahead. So this dude is looking on. Of course, if you should be taken down by a different Ninbees, then I will do the same thing in order to gain information. New information. Alright. Letting this nigga know now, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get the job done. What the fuck is that? Okay, Okay, that must be the parasite. A weird looking bear thing?
Bear spider.
A bear spider? Yeah, a bear spider.
Black
Okay.
Widow bear spider.
Black Widow bear spider. Anyway, that's my pops in the background, if you can hear his voice. Say what up to the people.
What up?
Index finger. Emperor time. Okay, so we've seen that. We okay.
So you did something out.
So it dipped. Alright, so it just dipped from his body. Emperor time.
It's inside the syringe.
Oh, good shit. Equip stolen power. Oh, no.
You locked it away. Oh, what the hell is...
Oh, okay, I get it now. So, he turned his new finger, he turned his new stealing chain into a dolphin to use the ability that he just stole from Homeboy. So let's see if he can actually use it to its utmost. Equip, completed, analyzing. Stolen ability name is Little Eye. The ability to control any small living being caught in its ball-shaped nin. However, this does not include living beings conjured by nin. Damn, so you can't even use it to take over the little parasite shit. Right. So I can't even use it to hijack the enemy's ability. Yeah, you can't. Because the parasite is made from nin. That nin beast just now has the power to control people using the keyword free. But if that requires the condition of being able to hear the voice of the nin beast, then that ability won't work on the princes who aren't nin users to begin with. Okay, that makes sense. Because they won't have the nin to hear it, so it won't be able to affect them. That makes sense. Even though that's kind of a weird ability. So like you can only fight other nin users? Okay, I mean, it makes sense. So you can control them to take their ability. Please search for an appropriate small living being to use retry on. Since the ability has been activated, as long as I'm not released Emperor time, it will be forced to continue. Emperor time has been active for, I know. Go on standby for a bit. Acknowledged. Bill. I think he should be alright now. Please tie Sarid to a chair. After I spoke with that huge stuffed animal looking thing, the other smaller one latched onto me and was consistently asking me, "Are you free?" Somehow it seemed only nin users could see it. I tried telling it, "No, I'm not free. Get lost," over and over, but it didn't do a damn thing. Until finally, fine, I'm free now. What the hell do you want? As soon as I said that, I no longer had control over my own body. Okay. Where is the murderer? The Kaikin army will be taking custody of and questioning him if you would hand him over. Kurapika. What happened with my power? They're still in here. Then I'd like you to keep them and hang on to them. As much as I would love to, as soon as I use them once, they automatically return to their original owner. I see. Then in that case, let me explain a little bit more about it. The largest creature my power can control is about the size of a hamster. Okay? That kind of sucks. Even if that creature is in a different place from you, you will be able to gain information that it sees and hears. Okay, kind of like a shadow clone jutsu on a mouse, or like
on the wall.
Yeah, being inconspicuous, you would think flies and mosquitoes would be good candidates, but they have many natural predators and often die to other bugs. Okay. Also, the one use you mentioned may also count a failure to capture something, so be careful. Even I have trouble capturing quicker, more nimble creatures sometimes. Okay. Please make good use of it. Use it to find the real culprit. Okay. I don't think that we can possibly endure any more of this. We do not care if we're arrested by the military or even banished, but please make this stop. Okay? It's only been 2 hours since we left port. For real? Holy shit. So, this is all going down in 2 hours of them leaving to go to the Dark Continent. They haven't even made it to that little like subsection island before they venture out further into the Dark Continent. And he's already lost 11 bodyguards. No, he's lost 9 bodyguards. They started off with 11 and now they're down to 2. Damn, that sucks. You in the middle of your explanation, but for the remaining 2 methods, are they still going to be possible without Carton? Yes, but one of them is extremely difficult and requires the cooperation of Parsons. Oh yeah, I hate that nigga. That's the troll of the century right there. The other is even more difficult and requires the cooperation of Master Beyond. What the wait a minute. So he's working with Beyond and Parsons? Or he could work with? Okay, not a problem. Is Prince Momo Z protection really sufficient? Quit being so nosy. She's already got 6 bodyguards. That's plenty. It'll just end up scaring him all the more. I want to make sure he's calm and feels comfortable. Besides, Yame's protection is more important than hers. Than hers. Come here. Is that really okay? Can she hear you? But what about our contracts with Prince Momozi? These names, man. It's fine. I only made the contract for mirrors anyway. Don't worry. I'll still pay you. So then, is it okay if we go? Of course. Momozi can look after herself, right? Yes, mother. Don't worry about me. So one of the princes that's actually a princess, even though in Kaiken they're all known as princes. Okay, you guys can go relax in the other room, in the room next door. I'll be fine. Thank you very much for your consideration, but this is our mission, so if you don't mind, I feel sorry for Mother and Marae. Okay. Like I said, these names is crazy. Is that so? Well then, thank you for your hard work. People without even the capacity to be king. I haven't even done anything today, but I feel totally cool. I wonder what's wrong with me, having to go through that much hassle and worry. Nobody else is here. We're going to have to make it. Who else? Okay. So they're serving the princes. Okay, they're at dinner now. Master Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg. Okay. It's time to take your leave. Well then, excuse me. I look forward to the next dinner party, Master Hulkenberg. I'm just saying goodbye to my father. Okay, so he's one of the other princes. I think it's like 14 of them or something like that. Excuse me, it appears my son has something to discuss with me in private. Well then, we can discuss the investment another time. What is it, Hugh? I'm withdrawing from the succession battle. Can you do that? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that's his, okay, that's his Nin beast. That's his parasite beast. I only participated in the ceremony to save face for you, father. I don't need a crown won through bloodshed. Ho ho ho. Do as you wish, Hugh. What the fuck? What the? Okay. there's a lot to talk about in this chapter. I might do a in-depth review later, but goddamn.
You read Jimmy Side?
Yeah, I've read that, but so Kurapika has already lost 9 allies, 9 people that were supposed to help him bodyguard the baby prince. And, another one of the prince's mothers is plotting against another one. The Nin Beast can take over people. Kurapika has a new ability. And then this guy wants to drop out. Alright, well. Hopefully we'll get more information next chapter. Hopefully fucking Togashi can stay giving us consistent chapters and not going on the hiatus. But, yeah, that was my live reaction of chapter 361. Like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day, people. Really quick, I want to give a shout out to my boy SteboGameBoy. Durson got the sauce. Grim Reaper, Red Nose. Links will be in the description down below.